What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Chaunti Tells. Thank you so much for tuning back in this 2018 year. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? I really don't know what you're doing with your life, but it can't be much, because if you don't get my updates, you don't know when I upload. So what do you do with your time? I don't know. It baffles me. But I'll take time for you to go subscribe now. Don't worry. I'll wait. Okay. So now that you're subscribed, please stay tuned for this video if you are interested in what sugar does to your body. Woo. So, sorry guys, someone's making noises behind me. So, sugar, I did mention in my last video, I said 2018, new year, new issues, skin issues. So if you have not seen that video, please make sure you pop over a couple of videos ago on my channel to see the skin issues that I am currently having and resolving, which I will give you guys an update on a later video. So please make sure you stay tuned after you look at that video if you want to see how I am progressing with my skin, which I'm already starting to see results and changes with what I'm doing so far. So if you're interested in how I am starting to clear my skin, please make sure you stay tuned for the next few videos to come and many more to come after that. So this video, I did mention in that previous video that I was going to do a separate video on sugar and what sugar does to your body. You guys, so just to kind of give you a backstory, I was having some skin issues. Obviously, I've been having weight issues for my entire life. Surprise. But after doing some research, I said, you know, let me try something and cut sugar from my diet and see what it does. Before I cut sugar from my diet, I actually looked up to see what the risks were or what sugar actually does to your body. That was just that terrible. Obviously, everybody knows sugar isn't good for your body, sweets, candies, and things like that. But, you know, I just really wanted to know why it played such a big part in certain aspects of my body and my life that I was trying to fix. And you guys will be so surprised. I'm actually going to list 10 different things that sugar does to your body. And you'd be surprised. A lot of these are more important than others, but still on my list, they're all really important. And I'm going to read them from my notepad right here. So, what does sugar do to your body? Number one, sugar gives you visible signs of aging, such as wrinkling with people, because sugar raises your blood sugar, which tends to make people look older. So I went online, I did a lot of studies, and they did case studies on people that typically ate sugar every day or more frequently than you should, and then people who don't. And people seem to age 6 months or more. They look 6 months or more older than the people who didn't consume sugar on a normal basis. So, sugar gives you visible signs of wrinkling and aging. That's not a good thing for my beauty fashionistas. So, number two, it creates or is associated with acne. Come on, y'all. This is the main reason I started to research this situation, because it is associated with acne. The glycemic acid in sugar triggers acid in the face and the body. So if you're having acne problems, my suggestion would, one of the things to do, I mean, there are many things that you can do, but one thing that you can do is to cut or reduce the amount of sugar that you eat. And I say refined sugars in your diet, and you will notice a difference. Number 3, sugar can increase the chance of diabetes to over 50% for type 2 diabetes. So type 2 diabetes is the type that you can develop. Type 1 is when you're born with it, or like it's hereditary. Type 2 is what you can develop over time due to eating habits. So it will increase your risk of type 2 diabetes by like over 50%. So of course, nobody necessarily wants to be diabetic. You know, you don't necessarily want to, shoot yourself with an insulin needle or whatever the case may be. So if you can avoid it, I definitely would. Number 4, sugar intake can increase cancer cells to become active, specifically in breast and colon cancer. So if you're not aware, everyone actually has cancerous cells in their body. The people who develop cancer is people that, for one reason or another, those cancerous cells are activated. They're tapped into. So with sugar intake or increased sugar intake, it can increase your chance of activating those cancerous cells, mainly in breast and colon cancer areas. Number 5, sugar can and will create dental issues such as cavities and tooth erosions. So of course you guys know our teeth, I mean, your adult teeth are not necessarily permanent. They can come out, you can lose them, they can rot, whatever the case may be. So if you're constantly chewing on something sweet or biting on something sweet, that can create tooth issues, which can result in gum issues, which can result in a lot of things going on, guys. So that's really important to me, is because I love my smile. Okay. Number 6. Sugar is empty calories. So if you are on a weight loss journey, I'm sure you've heard this numerous times. They're very empty calories. They're usually high in calories. So for example, my favorite candy bar is the Big Kit Kat. So like, the Kit Kats used to come in the 4 bars. Now you can get one big Kit Kat bar. And I love those Kit Kat bars, but in the 1 bar is 210 calories. That's almost as much as a meal that you can eat. Just for a Kit Kat. And no joke, when I'm done with it, I've added 210 calories to my diet, and really nothing else, because sweets and candy bars, things like that, they literally have no nutritional value. They have no proteins, no fiber, and no minerals. So you're adding calories, they're empty calories, because they're adding up your calories, they're adding fat, but it's not giving you anything else in return. It's not actually food. It's not giving you nutrients. It's not giving you anything else. It's not giving you anything your body needs. So number 7, it makes you hungry. Okay, so like imagine having a sweet snack to try to like hold you over until lunch or dinner. But you notice the closer you get to time, you're hungrier than normal. Sweets make you hungry, but not for actual food. It makes you hungry for more sugar. So it's like a scary Ferris wheel. It's like it keeps spinning you in a circle. So it's like you're hungry, so you want to eat more, but you don't want to eat more food. You want more sweets. So it becomes a cycle. So if you don't pay attention, you're not in tune with your body and in tune with what your body needs, you'll notice yourself snacking and giving into those sugar cravings, i.e. what I was doing. then you will ultimately gain weight, gain all of these problems that I've mentioned thus far, and not even really realize it, and still be hungry. That's ridiculous. Number 8 is a really, really big one. Sugar is addictive. Some would compare it to drug or alcohol addiction. Me personally, I can't really compare it to, because I don't have either a drug or alcohol addiction, and I've never had those addictions. But I have had a sugar addiction. So if statistically saying, if doctors are comparing it to this, it is difficult. It's difficult. I challenge you to try to go a week without sugar, and you will really realize, wow, this is difficult. I need something. I need a fix. I just need something sweet, even if it's my finger stuck in a sugar bag. Like, you'll really get to that desperate point where you're like, I just need something sweet. And you're going through those withdrawal stages. So, sugar's addictive because it gives you a dopamine release similar to drugs. So that you can look up some more information on that if you want to do so, but it's very addictive. I am one person that can speak for that. Number 9 is sugar prevents leptin and increases insulin at very, very high levels. So leptin is a hormone in your body that tells you that you're full. So when you're eating and you're eating and you're eating, you get to a point where you're just like, oh my God, I'm stuffed. That is your leptin hormone. It tells you when you're full and when to stop eating. It also tells you that you have energy stored and you need to go use it. So that's what leptin is. And if you have too much sugar intake, it can block the leptin hormone signal to your brain. So insulin also is blocked, which means it's hard for your body to access stored fat. So again, if you're on a weight loss journey, if you're trying to lose weight, trying to lose some pounds, the more sugar you intake, again, it spikes your blood sugar, and it doesn't allow your body to tap in to start burning that stored fat that you're trying to get rid of. And for the last, number 10 is sugar causes belly fat, which is exceptionally bad because belly fat is associated with multiple diseases such as heart attacks. And heart attacks are a very, very wide range of things. Heart attacks can include an actual heart attack. It can include heart disease, heart arrhythmia. Like, heart attacks could be a multitude of things. Because it's right here, and I'm sorry, the camera's a little close to me, but because it's right here in the belly area, it's all where your organs are, up and through here. So, you know, that's where your lungs are, that's where your heart is, that's where everything else is kind of stored, is right up front with your belly. And when you have an excess amount of belly fat, kind of clogging those arteries or tightening off those organs from pumping and working, it becomes difficult, and it puts a strain on your body, it puts a strain on your heart, and all of that good stuff. We don't want that to happen. So, all in all, that was 10 ways that sugar is just affecting your body, and typically in a negative way. So I don't think I mentioned anything in a positive light that sugar does. Sugar is actually not even needed in your body, but I get it. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm completely sugar free, but I am going to say that I'm very, very reduced sugar. At this point, it was really, really hard for me to do, and I'm going to tell you how I cut sugar and how I was able to transition from sugar every day, multiple times a day, to very little to no sugar, and what that's done for my body in about a two-week time span. So please make sure you also stay tuned for that video. That will be coming up shortly. So I definitely encourage everyone that's watching this video, please tell your family, please tell your friends, anybody that you actually care about, to just try to reduce sugar or eliminate sugar from your body. It's really not good. It's not healthy. It does way more harm than it does good, and it's just not needed. So now that you have the info, and knowing is half the battle, Take it with a grain of salt, guys, and thank you so much for staying tuned and watching through this whole video. I really do appreciate it. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.